Hello, and welcome back to the final episode of our series, Speeches. I'm Lana Haynes, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most controversial topics in the United States right now. Now, what is that? Should the Taco Bell quesarito be available in stores and not just for online orders? Close, but no. We will be talking about abortion rights. Right now, there is a huge debate between whether it's morally right or wrong. Roe v. Wade has already been overturned, so what happens now? The right to abortions should not have been taken away from women. There are a multitude of reasons why, and we'll be diving into some of them today. Foster care is a big one. Now that women are being forced to carry fetuses that they do not want, many of them will end up in the foster care system. And as many people know, the foster care system is already overpopulated as it is, and the number will continue to rise with these new laws in place. Not only that, but as of 2021, it is found that a third of the foster care families are abusive or neglectful to the children that they take in, and are only really using them for the payments that they receive. Not only that, but up to 80% of kids have some sort of mental disorder or mental illness, and are 7 times more likely to experience depression than the average kid. This doesn't only affect the child, but it can harshly impact the mother's life as well. Now that there is not a safe alternative to an abortion, we are going back to botched DIY abortions that can not only harm the baby in the long term, but kill the mother. Being pregnant, whether you want to keep the baby or not, is a scary thing nowadays. Even if you have a miscarriage, you can be investigated or put in jail. Doctors are refusing to perform abortions on ectopic pregnancies, which cannot be carried to term anyways, as they're in fear of losing their license or going to jail. Women of rape can also no longer receive abortions and now must be stuck with a constant reminder of the horrors that they had to go through every single day. Like that 10-year-old girl who had to cross state lines to receive an abortion after being raped, as doctors in her area refused to help her. Along with, if carried to term, that baby could have cost that poor girl her life. There are many more instances like this where abortions should be legal, like in cases of incest, being raped by a family member, or just being raped in general. Another big one is healthcare issues that the mother may have. Some women have very high-risk pregnancies, and if carried to term, they, as well in some cases, the baby will die. Should we really take that chance of risking the mother and sometimes the child's life just so it can be born? If we are prioritizing a fetus over the well-being of a woman, which we now are, we have a huge problem. There are many news stories on abortion, but the one that really sticks out is about the woman who got pulled over for driving in the carpooling. Her explanation was that she was pregnant, and if people want to call what was inside of her a baby, then she does have another person in the car, so therefore it is not illegal. Well, that lady was taken to jail and charged with child endangerment, as it was not in a car seat or have a seatbelt on. So, women can no longer drive while being pregnant if they don't want to get taken to jail. We should give women the right to choose, and if you are pro-life, then don't get an abortion. But that does not mean that you have a right to push your opinions on other people so that do not have the same beliefs as your own. Everyone has a right to choose, and that does not concern anybody but the person choosing. And that is my TED Talk.